Good morning and Shabbat Shalom. This is the 9th day of Operation Am Kelavi. We are operating in the name of Iran and are deeply injured in the nuclear and missile campaigns. In the last 2 hours, there have been several large-scale attacks by an unarmed ISIS machine from Iran. We are operating to mitigate the threats. The Air Force has been operating since the beginning of the war and is monitoring threats across the State of Israel. However, as I have already said, the defense is not realistic. You citizens are proving time and again that the leadership of the Joint Command is proving itself and is adopting the best policy. During the night, Air Force fighter jets have hit, in the exact intention of the intelligence agency, Saeed Izadi, the head of the Palestinian Gaza Strip in Kuwait. We hit him while he was hiding in his apartment in the city of Qom in the heart of Iran. We exposed his location after a concentrated intelligence effort. We climbed on top of him in the last few days and completed his night's mission. Izadi has made great efforts to advance his vision and the principles of the radical Iranian regime. He was one of the individuals who were the founders and pioneers of the real plan to destroy the State of Israel. This is alongside Yahya Sinwar, Mohammed Def, and other terrorist murderers. Izadi was one of the instigators of the murderous terrorist attack on October 7th and was one of the individuals who were identified during his mission. As part of his role, he was in charge of the military coordination between the Iranian regime and Hamas in Lebanon and Gaza. He coordinated terrorist operations and worked on a budget that was sent directly from Iran to Hamas in Gaza. In action, Izadi was the main factor that connected the Iranian regime to Hamas. The blood of many Israelis is on his hands. We will continue to wipe out the terrorists on October 7th until the last of them. Another significant night's mission in western Iran. We captured Shahriri. Shahriri was the commander-in-chief of the Combat Operations Unit of Karkha Karkha in the Revolutionary Guards. His capture video is displayed on the screen. Shahriri was in charge of the combat operations from the Iranian regime to Hezbollah and the rest of his troops in the Middle East. Izadi and Shahriri were on the Iranian project to move the war to Israel. In this operation, we moved the war to their territory. We captured them in Iran. Both are the best proof of the ongoing aggression of the regime in Iran against Israel. It provides additional proof of his loyalty to the war that has been going on for a year and 9 months. In addition, we also captured one of the commanders in the Air Force of the Revolutionary Guards, Amin Fordjotchi, who led and evacuated hundreds of fighters from southwestern Iran to Israel. The recent efforts allow us to thank the Joint Intelligence and Air Force organizations. They prepared the ground before the operation began. These organizations continue to operate even now. During the night, we recorded the attack on the nuclear site in Isfahan and southwestern Iran. On the screen, you can see the site where the reoccurring nuclear uranium process is taking place. This is the next stage after the uranium enrichment in the process of nuclear weapons production. During the opening statement of the operation, we hit the site. At night, we attacked it again. We attacked it again with a wide attack in order to deepen our gain. This is what the site looks like now, after we returned and attacked it again. During yesterday's attacks, we hit another site to produce centrifuges. This is in addition to the 2 sites that we attacked in Tehran last week. This is a conspicuous attack that violates the capabilities of the Iranian regime's nuclear production. At the same time, we attacked it with mortars and ready-to-destroy launches of Karkha Karkha missiles in southwestern Iran. The violation of the regime's capability to launch a missile destroys the threats posed to our territory and covers the defense layers of the enemy's infrastructure. We have violated the regime's launch systems and prevented the possibility of a future escalation. I would like to remind you that we must maintain responsibility and alertness. Obeying instructions is important and necessary. The Iranian regime has suffered blows to its own missile system. Blows that are hard to see. We see the results of our attacks and we will continue to deepen the damage. We continue to operate in all areas of the war in our missions. IDF commanders, fighters and officers operate in all areas. I will continue to advance and improve you in every development. So far, questions. Can you explain to us the gap between the IDF's statement this week, which requires a number of people to fulfill the goals, and the resignation of the Chief of Staff yesterday, which is a long campaign ahead of us? I think this is a good opportunity to clarify the issue of the length of the campaign. We, the IDF, operate in one of the complex wars that have been in the history of the State of Israel. We operate very far from the borders of Israel. We operate in Iran and achieve very high achievements. We operate in freedom in the name of Iran, in the west of Iran, and deepen the damage day by day. We have a goal. My goal is to remove this existential threat from the territory of the State of Israel. I want to clarify. I will go back to what the Chief of Staff said yesterday. I will read it to you. In order to remove such a large-scale threat against such an enemy, readiness for a continuous campaign is required. This is what the Chief of Staff said. The emphasis is on values. We need to prepare the IDF for a continuous campaign. This is our job. This is the Chief of Staff's responsibility. We also need to meet expectations with the public. There is an existential threat that needs to be removed, and we will act to remove it. We still have goals and goals. We will not stop fighting. We will not stop attacking Iran until we achieve our goal, to remove this existential threat. And here, as I said before, we still have goals to achieve. We need to remove the threat. We are working to achieve our goals. You saw from our activities last night, these people we met are key figures in the plan to destroy Israel, both Izadi and Shahriri. One is a member of Hamas and the other is from Hezbollah, each one in his own category, and we have more such goals. Nuclear sites, uranium enrichment sites, and more and more and more. Also, the site of the KAK production plant. We are working on the ground-to-ground missiles, deepening the night-to-night attack, and we are achieving great achievements. And we will continue until the end of this day, as I said before. The attack on the KAK plant is a very significant attack. Very significant. The commander we shot down last night, I think it was the second time since the opening of the operation that we shot down, I can say that over more than 1,000 KAKs were shot across the country since the beginning of the operation. Most of them were completely damaged or shot across the borders of the State of Israel. And we continue to monitor and attack them. The percentage of success in the attack on the KAK plant in Iran is very, very high. Also in the city. Some are damaged and we are dealing with them. The air defense system monitors them. And I want to mention here that the defense is not authentic and we need to follow the instructions of the Air Force.